What's up, party people? Welcome back to the party. The party with McFarland.
Yeah, buddy.
What y'all don't know is we've actually already done this intro, but McFarland over here didn't turn the microphones on. You know, he didn't reach in my pocket and turn my microphone on, so I'm gonna blame him anyway.
You know, you got a driver and then you got your A driver supposed to back up the driver. I'm not doing very good this time.
You're a B driver.
I'm a B driver. I might have gone to the C or D driver. I'm not sure.
Well, we came down to Falcon Lake State Park. If you guys saw the last video, we were kind of fishing the upper end of Falcon. We're gonna come to the other side of the world today. See if we can kind of replicate some of that swim bait stuff we did yesterday.
Yep. Well, part of why we're coming down here is big winds, big lake, 80,000 surface acres. Man, we're real limited to what we can fish today. Is this big water on a lake like this? So
we're real protected in this state park. You've been to the state park ramp, you know how it's protected, but it's blowing. As you can see my boy's shirt right here.
You can see Mike's boat moving around. Out there, some big water today.
Big water, big bass. We might go to Mexico.
Oh, we probably go.
Y'all hang on.
Yo voy a cantar esta canción para mi gente, con una pasión tan fuerte.
There at the end, when I look back and watch these all start up and swimming away, hold these for me so I don't drop in the water.
Folks at home, go fish Mexico. It'll be a great time, they say. Off. Okay, folks, thanks to Mechanic Mike, we're back in operation. We've got all the big rope out, but there's probably still some netting in there. So we're actually going to run up here to Falcon Lake Tackle, see if they've got a prop wrench, because I came into Mexico with no prop wrench. That was real smart on my part. But yeah, so we're going into town, pull the prop off, make sure we're good, and then maybe we'll still get to fish a few hours.
We should be good. You know, if you look over here, you can see the terrain and the water, all the structure. It ain't no fort. We don't have to worry about all the big stuff. So that's not dangerous. But the tilapia nets, that's what you watch for in Mexico lakes.
Them dang tilapias, folks, I tell you what, they run it every time. We're back in the saddle again, folks, thanks to the awesome folks up there at Falcon Lake and Tackle. Hooked us up with a prop wrench to borrow. Got the line out, the net out. So now it's about 1:30. You ready to start?
I'm ready to start.
We only got a half day yesterday because it was our first day down here. We expect to have a full day today. Slept in a little bit. And then spent about, somewhere between 3 and 4 hours piddling around, getting caught in the net, and then fixing all that. So, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's go fishing. Hope y'all ready. I bet y'all are ready by now, because y'all are probably real tired of listening to us talk.
Little secret iron right out the cat out of the bag.
There we go, Mike.
Yes, sir.
Just a little guy, he hit it good though.
Right on the edge.
There we go, folks at home. That's right. We're off and running now, boy, I tell you what. What's you guys' names?
I'm Kurt. Right, this is Chris.
Kurt and Chris. This is Billy and Mike.
CNC.
There you go, folks at home. We got our new friends from down south. Mr. Kurt and Chris next to us. Sharing the channel, hanging out, just fishing the same piece of water. We're all really restricted by wind today, but that's a pretty good fish. Nice little chunk to start us off, huh? It feels really weird saying start us off whenever it's like 2 o'clock. But that's what's happening. So hey guys, coming to you down here from Lake Falcon. You've seen us catching a few fish today. We're going to expand that Fish Life app. We're going to be adding Lake Falcon package. Now, I'm not down here throughout the year to mark those, so this is going to be a limited time offer. So if you want to get our Fish Life Lake Falcon package, it's only going to be up for 60 days and then it's going away, because things will change and they are prone to change fast on Falcon. So keep in mind, when we're marking these spawning areas that these fish are spawning in, some of that water level can change. It may not be exactly on that waypoint, but that general area is where we found a lot of spawning fish. We've got a bunch of those spots. We've also got some main lake pre-spawn and post-spawn spots that they should be working their way back to, that are at the mouths of these areas where we have found spawning fish. So if you guys are interested in getting a little bit of a corner cutting kind of help out here on El Falcon, go check out Fish Life, linked down below. Hey, for all my iPhone users, be sure you click the web app link. That is for all device types. If you're on Android, you can use the web app version, or you can click the Android specific app in the Google Play Store. That link is in the description as well. Appreciate it, guys. Boy, that was intense. I don't know if you heard all that line squealing. That sucker bit on the other side of that laydown, and he knocked slack in my line. Just a nice little chunk of a falcon fish, but holy cow, there's a big tree laid down out there, and he hit on the other side, and he turned right, and I was trying to turn him left, and hey man, appreciate all the input over there, partner. Mike has left the building, folks at home. Awesome. That was so much fun. God dang, you know, these fish, they're all hopped up on steroids. Whatever it is, them fish are eating it because they strong, buddy. That little 2-pounder was whipping me. Well, folks, the fishing has gotten a little tough this afternoon. We still got a little bit of time left. We're not giving up just yet. But right now, I got a little special interruption for you guys. A couple weeks back, I was able to interview one of my all-time heroes, Texas fishing legend, Mr. Bill Wilcox from Honey Hole All Outdoors. So right now, I'm going to throw it to me. And Bill Wilcox. Hey guys, welcome back to your Lake Fork guy. Got one of my favorite all-time guys, the guy I've been following probably as long or longer than anybody out there, Mr. Bill Wilcox from Honey Hole All Outdoors. How you doing?
Good, how you doing?
Man, I'm doing great. You know, life is good. We're hanging out. It's cold outside and we're warm inside.
We're at the Fun and Sun boat show, tackle show, and I mean, it's a huge crowd. This is a great deal.
It's a big crowd. It's a lot of cool equipment, a lot of new baits, a lot of pros here giving some tips and hints and all this stuff, and just a great place to come hang out outside of the cold, inside from the cold weather, and talk what we love about it, fishing. You know?
That is, and it's what I'm looking forward to every year coming here, because we have a lot of fun, you know, catching up with fishing, all our old friends and everything.
Yeah, it's a great place, like you said, to catch up with everybody. You know, me and you hang out over there at the Smash Tech Custom Baits booth a lot. We see each other over there every year, and I look forward to it because I've been watching you so long. And Honey Hole All Outdoors is just one of the best fishing programs for the state of Texas, especially, that there ever has been. It's a long-running one at this point. And you guys got a couple changes. What's going on with Honey Hole this year?
Well, we've been on for 34 years.
Yes, sir.
And we kind of got away from the network television. We went to VOD, but for 2019, starting the last 2 quarters of the year, which is the middle of July, we'll be on 26 weeks in a row on Fox Sports Southwest.
Wow. So we're doing 26 shows this year, is that correct?
Right.
Holy cow, man, that's phenomenal. Most fishing shows do 8 or 10, maybe 12.
That's correct.
Always stood out and been different that way.
Yeah.
It's one of the things that kind of inspired me on the YouTube channel that these guys are watching us on now was to bring real content from real Texas water every week or every other week. And you guys, man, y'all just do a phenomenal job of putting more real content out there than any other television fishing show will.
Now, unless it's a special occasion like taking some police officers or veterans fishing, we do every one of our shows on public lakes, lakes that anybody can go to and go to the spots that I show them at the map tip at the end and catch fish. Here at this boat show here at Fun and Sun, I've met several people that say, man, that one spot you showed me on such lake, I caught the fish from. I go, well, you're the reason I can't catch them no more, but it's all good.
It is all good because there's always another spot to find. There's always more fish to find. And, you know, if you're not, I think that you probably agree with me on this, but, you know, as a guide, it's my job to help people catch more and bigger fish.
Exactly.
And I try to use the YouTube platform as another way to do that because it's not just what I get paid to do. It's something that I love to do, and I know you guys are the same way because y'all do the same thing. You're the only fishing TV show that goes on there and shows exactly where, exactly how. It's just so real. The information's, you can't argue with it. It's so true. It's right there. It's documented. And yes, back in the day, a long time ago, I've caught many fish off Bill Wilcox spots that he showed on the Honey Hole TV show.
Well, and I think that's one of the things that you're doing here is people like watching that kind of stuff because it's real.
It's real.
We're not fishing in Vermont for smallmouth bass,
correct.
Which is, don't get me wrong, I've done it and I like doing it,
right.
Going to Canada, but most of the time we're fishing here in Texas. You're showing them where you're catching them, how you're catching them, and that's what makes it so much fun that we can go use this information and catch fish.
Correct. I've had people coming to me just here today. Exactly what you're talking about. Man, I appreciate, hey, you talking about this deal, and I called a new personal best on it, and, you know, that's what it's all about. It's so awesome to experience that, and you've been doing it for years, and it's, you know, the way my channel is kind of set up and kind of formatted is kind of y'all's fault, honestly, because I got a lot of it from you guys. So thank you for that, and, man, thank you for the content that you bring us on Honey Hole. You know, how long have you been with Honey Hole now? It's been a long time.
I think it's 18 years now.
18 years, wow.
And for Jerry Dean, you know, started Honey Hole,
of course.
And was the host, and then I started guest hosting, and then when Jerry retired, I took over full time, and we went 30 years doing 52 shows a year,
right,
counting Jerry and mine.
Yeah.
And then this is our 4th year now. You know, I'm getting older, and I kind of resisted it a little bit at the start, but I'm glad we went to the 26 weeks.
Yeah, that makes it a little bit more obtainable goal. That 52 weeks a year can be.
Well, and to be honest with you, when you got to film a show every week, sometimes the fishing wasn't very good, as you well know, guiding full time.
Yes, absolutely.
And this way we can try to do better shows. I still have some shows where it's not that great, but
that's
hey,
the part of keeping it real. Like,
yeah, it
if
is.
you want the real information, then you're going to get the real struggle sometimes. And
But
that's kinda,
in the old days when we did 52, I might catch 2 or 3 fish, and then you're going to see a lot of talking, a lot of, you know, pro tips, and maybe a couple fish from a couple years past on that same lake.
Yeah.
It's better that we do it this way.
Get a better total content for the 30 minutes that you're watching the show.
And we're trying to put out a quality product. That's what it takes.
Absolutely. And you guys, I don't think you're trying. I think you're doing. And you've always done that, in my opinion. And if you've never seen that TV show, Fox Sports Southwest, you have a time slot?
I don't know what the time slot is, but you can just go to honeyhole.tv and you can get all the information.
Honeyhole.tv. Check it out, guys. Thanks,
all right,
Bill.
man.
Thank you. I'm gonna swing your way. Woo, baby! Dang, these fish are healthy down here. They're all hopped up on Mountain Dew, Chip. Little Mexico.
They come at that smash tech like a spider monkey.
Boy. He might be 8 months old, but he'll be, oh, wait, we can't say that, hold on. Little ear scratch for it. See, that's what it is. I finally scratched enough of them ears, Mike. They're starting to come back to me now. Yeah, baby, I love you too. Viva la Mexico, folks. Hey, and I'll tell you what, here's the real deal, Mikey. I'm standing out here in flip-flops, one shirt, thin pants. It's 30 degrees at home.
And I ain't checked, but I think it was raining. I think it was bad weather there today.
The best part about being here is I'm in my flip-flops and my thin pants and my t-shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Boy.
That's why you go south. That's why geese go south for the winter.
Yeah, I'm gonna start following these birds more often, I'm gonna tell you. Well, folks, that's the end of the El Falcon adventures. And boy, today, it was definitely an adventure.
Yes, sir.
It would definitely qualify under those categories.
It was getting kicked off the mule to get back on is what it was.
It took us a while to recover. We were all worried about my boat, and then we couldn't go to Mexico, and then the wind was up. Man, the wind really played a factor, and we kind of had to lock down in one area because it got to blowing real bad today. And if you don't know Lake Falcon, it gets real scary real quick.
I was going to say that. You know, like big winds and those kinds of things can be very tough and create a lot of adversity in the first place, even when you're real familiar.
I have all confidence that you get the right day, the right wind, you could run this pattern. And we did get to run around yesterday, and we found a lot of good water yesterday. We didn't fish it all real hard. We didn't even film all of it, but there's a lot of good water that is available right now on the Fish Life app. So check out those links below, go get that. I want to send a shout out to Mr. Jared. Jared is, first of all, I want to tell him thank you. He is one of our great Border Patrol agents down here in South Texas and does a great job keeping us all safe at night, keeping us open to fish this great fishery with all the craziness that goes on just a little bit down the road. Mr. Jared manages to keep us safe through all of it. So Jared, thank you very much for that. He owns the house. He rents the house. He owns the house that we rented out to stay in. And we will put his phone number below. If you'd like to rent that house, highly recommend it. $80 per night for a 3-bedroom house that overlooks Lake Falcon with sunset views. It is just outstanding. And hey guys, if you're going over to sixcentfishing.com, which is always linked in the description, be sure you punch in that code, your Lake Fork Guide. Get a 10% discount on all orders. We appreciate you guys coming along for the El Rodeo that was El Falcon. Now it's time to go back to El Forco. You ready?
Hell no. I want to stay down south.
It's warm, baby. We're going to put a jacket.
Loving it.
We got to go buy some new clothes before we go up there, folks.
When we get home tomorrow, we're going to be cold again.
Appreciate y'all watching. We'll see you next time right here on your Lake Fork Guide.
Yo voy a cantar esta canción para mi gente.